Hey, what's up, tubers? This is ESHTF Hunter. Before I get started in this video, I wanted to show you this. This is where most of my EDC is actually stored. There's been times I actually thought about renaming my channel Unorganized Prepper or Organized Chaos. I don't know. But anyway, this is where my spare change goes. That's in my pockets. It looks like it's about time to get a new jar. But anyway. Alright. Alright, folks, I'm back. Today's video is kind of about, some of the EDC I use, and I might give you some ideas, a few things you never thought of before. And so I'm going to start over here with a few things that's actually in my billfold. This is what I think you call these tool logics, like a card or something. It actually has a light right here, and then it's got the knife, and some kind of can opener thing right there. So all that goes into there, and then I slide it into here. I also keep a pair of earplugs in my wallet. Sometimes I drive big diesel trucks, sometimes heavy construction equipment, so I always want to protect what here and I have left, so those are always with me. I usually keep a safety pin. Mostly I keep a safety pin for if I get debris down in the charger port of my phone. About a week or two ago, I was actually out cutting wood. I come back home, got my phone out of my pocket, and it was full of sawdust. So I had to get my safety pin and pick all the sawdust out of my charger port. Keep a few band-aids, keep you a few good band-aids in your billfold. I also keep a few 209 primers or shotgun primers, and that I started that mostly for like during muzzle loading season, just in case I ever lost a primer or something, needed one. But if you get to thinking about it, like, shotgun primers are kind of useful, especially if you know how to reload a shotgun shell in the field, as long as you can find some kind of propellant. They've been used for trip alarms also. So 209 primers are fairly useful. So that, if you're a person that carries a 22 long rifle, you can put a couple of 22 long rifles in your billfold, and you'll never hardly notice them much. But go down here. This is a keychain knife from SOG that I used to keep. I used to keep it on my keychain when I worked in a prison. I kept it on there when I worked in a prison too. If a person ain't looking real hard, it might fool them. I actually got one of these for my wife from Harbor Freight. It's not a SOG, but I got her one. She don't like to carry, a woman's EDC is totally different from a man's. A woman, they won't keep fingernail clippers and nail file. That's their idea of EDC. But I got her one of these little keychain knives, and she actually carries it on her keychain. And so over here, got a couple of Kershaws. I actually bought this to go on my Wazoo belt, but it was still too big. And here's a bigger Kershaw. I love the open assist on these Kershaws. Got this thumb thing back here. They flip open pretty easy. And the factory edge on these are really sharp. And this one will shave hair off my arm. This is another one I usually keep. I usually keep this in the coat pocket or something during the winter time. But I don't carry a lot of knives. This one don't get in the way too much, so sometimes I carry it in the front pocket with my keys because it don't take up a lot of room. Come down here, got a couple of Swiss Tech power banks. This is a smaller one. This is a big one, and this would be a good one for a bug out bag. It's got a couple lights on the front. It's got a digital thing, so you can tell you how low it's getting. And it's also, the solar panel don't work too good. But this is like a magnetic charger. It doesn't work really well either, but so that will charge your phone probably 3 or 4 days. Let me come over here. I'm a big fan of lights, especially in the wintertime. And this is one fall, winter. I wear bigger coats. This one didn't take, this was one of my favorite ones. It didn't take up a whole lot of room in my coat. But I think it was maybe this year. I found two of these. There's a pack of what I call Work Smart from Tractor Supply, and they're 200 lumen a piece. And so I bought a 2-pack of those, and I got to use them. Yeah, it's okay. Don't take up a lot of room. And I found this Lux Pro at Lowe's Hardware, which is a little bit longer and it's a little bit bigger round, but it's also rechargeable. I guess that's why it has to be a little bit longer. Right there's a same phone, same as my phone charger. So, and the battery is removable, and you can put two AAA batteries in this, and it's got a flood and a spot feature on it. With the spotlight, I usually test these out in my backyard. Like I'll point a light down toward my pond, see if I can make out the objects and everything. And this one does very well. It's 400 lumen. The button on back, you can, if you want it about 200 lumen, you can just barely touch it and it'll change from 200 to 400 or 400 back to 200, whatever you want to do. But this is called the Lux Pro, and I really like this light. And I plan on buying another one. It's fast becoming my favorite light. Even though it's a little bit longer, it takes up a little more space in my pocket. But this is something I like that was issued to me in the military. It's ESS safety glasses. I just think they look cool. Preppers should always look cool, or survivalists. So ESS crossbow. I love these things. But anyway, those almost always on my hat during the winter or summertime. Sometimes fall, early winter. I don't know. Go up here. Okay, so I've started wearing the Gerber Dual Force. I still ain't put me a bit kit together yet for it, but I'm going to. I have actually used the bit a little bit, the center drive, and one thing, I've always wore these vertical on the belt, and the other day I got the car kind of rough, kind of hard. I actually tore the stitching on this. So now I'm starting to wear this horizontal on my belt where I got 2 loops. And so here's a couple of my carry pistols. Here's my Glock 19 it's got a black Rhino tactical holster. When you order these, you just tell them what light you got. Like mine's a Olight Mini Valkyrie, and they make it the way you want it and send it to you. So, and I mostly use this for church security. I don't actually carry handguns much anymore. I usually have different handguns, or with holsters stashed in different vehicles. So if I do go out in public or go into Walmart, I'll just usually take the gun that's in the car, which a lot of times is a Taurus G2C. And over here is my Rock Island Armory 45 1911. I usually carry this if I'm going in the woods where there might be a bear, or somewhere I don't care about nobody. It's a big gun. It does. It's got the power. It's got the energy. It's a big caliber, and I like it. And so we'll go up here. Over here, just a cheap Casio watch. Now I'm pretty rough on some of my equipment, and watches is one thing I've always been rough on. I mean, I'll usually break a bands on a lot of watches. This one, I know it's a cheap watch. You know, I think it probably costs $25. I ain't really sure. I haven't broke the band yet, so it's kind of passed my test. And it's been submerged several times and still works. It does have, you know, unlike Timex, which has got Indiglo, this does have a light of some type. But okay, we'll go up here. So the Wazoo belt's on the bottom. I've been trying to wear it some, but you know, with my back injury, sometimes the stuff that's in it will cause back pain, and so I wear it several days, and then I have to switch back to my redneck belt. I call this my redneck belt because this buckle is from the 1980s, and when people used to have pewter belt buckles, this is about the Second Amendment, and I had one that was had like a big mouth bass on it, large mouth, and the leather belt was actually given to me. The guy broke it or something, and he gave it to me, and I put a couple of holes in it and turned it into a belt I could wear at use. And so yeah, sometimes I use the Wazoo Sear belt, and then other times I use my leather redneck belt. But anyway, there's some of my EDC. This is the SHTF Hunter. I'm out.